to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how I do my wing liner. I already have a video on this. It was one of my first videos that I uploaded, but I was using my old camera and the quality isn't so great, so I wanted to refilm it. So hopefully you can see better what I'm doing and kind of pick up better on the technique. So yeah, I hope that this video is helpful for you guys who are struggling how to do your wing liner, because I understand that it is a struggle and it just takes practice. So don't give up, because you can do it. A couple tips that I want to mention, and I want to show you the products that I'm using, because as I'm doing in the tutorial, when I'm talking all about how to do the wing liner, so I'm not really mentioning the products I'm using. I'm going to be using the gel liner, and I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Blackest Black Gel Liner. I really like this. It's long wearing, even in the waterline. It's really great. So I would definitely recommend using a gel liner, especially if you're a beginner, because you have way more control with gel liner versus liquid. I feel like it's just liquid is so liquidy and it's so easy to make a mistake, but with gel liner, for some reason, it is, obviously you could still make mistakes, but it's more, you have more control with gel liner, I feel. I don't know, that's my personal opinion. But anyways, so I use a gel liner and I use it with the Sigma E11 brush. It's the eyeliner brush. I love this brush. It's very precise. From the barrel to the actual brush end, it's a very small brush. So I really like that, because for winging it out, it's really helpful. The thing that you're gonna need is a makeup wipe. And basically you're gonna need that because, number one, for any little mistakes, and number two, because if you choose to use a gel liner, the eyeliner brush that you use, you have to really be careful that it doesn't have any of that eyeliner residue from the previous time that you've used it, because if you do have that on there, it will not make your application smooth at all. It'll kind of make it chunky and very drying, because you have that eyeliner residue from the previous time. So what I like to do before I even use my brush is really I get the brush and I kind of swirl it into the makeup brush, and not only does it clean off the brush, but it leaves the brush kind of wet, like kind of moist, so when it goes into the cream product, it's very creamy and it's super easy. It literally will glide on as you're doing your liner, so that's very helpful. Even when you're doing your eyeliner, just in between times that you're dipping it, kind of brush off that excess and you'll get rid of that residue and you'll kind of go on with a more smoother application. So that's one of the best tips that I can recommend. Last thing is to have concealer with you, just to kind of sharpen up any of the edges, and also use a synthetic brush with that. I feel like I've been talking forever in this intro, but it's a lot. Wing liner is a lot, okay? If you guys are interested in how to get your wing liner to look a bomb, then just keep watching. Okay, so basically on this eye, all I did was prime my lid using concealer, and then I set that to really set that concealer from creasing, and to do that I use a translucent powder. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to dip it into the liner, and when I dip it in, you really want to make sure that you kind of scrape off that excess on the side, because if not, it's going to be a little bit too much. So always start small. Okay, so what I like to do is this little gap that you have right there in your eye, place the brush right there. And then what I like to do is I'm holding the brush and then I blink, and it gives me a perfect guideline as to where my natural wing should be, because you want your wing to be from here out. You never want to start it like around here, because that'll be way too early to start your wing and it won't look flattering when you look to the side. So you have to think of that. So when you look to the side, you want it to like make sense. I want to start with the rest of the wing, and what I do is obviously just small little strokes. When it comes to the very inner part, you really want to stick very close to the lash line. And then right in here, you want to bring it into that inner part. Just slowly start building it. There's no need to like rush, because when you rush, that's when you're obviously gonna make a mistake. So just start small. So yeah, all I did basically was I did a straight line and then I kind of just went over it again. So pretty much that's what you have so far. Obviously it's nowhere near done. Really making sure that this line is nice and crisp and straight. Then we're going to connect it. So I'm gonna start right about here and bring it in. You always want to make sure that this area here has a smooth transition. Okay, now what you do, or what I like to do, is I get the concealer, kind of want it a little bit more dramatic. So I'm extending out that wing. This is the type of wing I like to do. A little bit more dramatic is my preference. And then when you're doing a wing liner, you always want to make sure that you get in the inner waterline, because if not, you're going to see that the light pink part of your eye showing. And okay, I'm gonna kind of twist up this video a little bit because I'm kind of feeling in mood to use color, and I want to also show you guys that you can really add a cool twist when you're doing a wing liner and you want to incorporate color. Not only can you use a colored liner instead of black, but you can accent the black liner with a color. So by that I mean, for example, just get any gel liner. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills gel liner in the color yellow, and I'm just gonna do a little line right on the bottom of this black. So to do this, I'm just going to make sure that I place my pinky on my face for stability and just start right there and basically trace it. Not to take so much time with this. It's basically the easiest move. You place your pinky here, you put your brush there and just slide it up. Share this video with anyone that you can, your family, your friends, anyone, because I know that wing liner is something that people really struggle with. So if you feel like you can help someone else and they don't know about my channel, just help me out and share it, and hopefully they'll like it. So pretty much that's all I have to say. I feel like I've been talking for a really long time, so I'm gonna stop talking. If you guys have any ideas for any cool Halloween makeup looks or anything like that that you would like for me to recreate, just leave it down below and I'll be happy to do so. Thanks guys. Look who's here! Look who's in the video!